Imagine waking up every day feeling weighed down, stuck in a fog of negativity, and questioning your purpose. Now, picture this. You are supposed to be walking in your destiny, fulfilling an assignment that was uniquely crafted for you by God. Yet, you feel like you're moving in slow motion, held back by something that shouldn't even be there. What if I told you the toxic relationship you're in right now could be the very thing standing in the way of the future you're meant to step into? This is a tough truth, but one we need to face head on. Before we dive into the toxicity of relationships, let's start by understanding something incredibly important. You have a God-given assignment. Yes, you listening to me right now were created with purpose. A purpose that no one else can fulfill. It's yours and yours alone. And when you embrace that purpose, your life changes. Everything shifts. Your mindset, your actions, your very being starts to align with God's greater plan for you. But here is where it gets interesting. Your assignment is bigger than you. It's not just about your career, your happiness, or your comfort. It's about the people you'll impact, the lives you'll touch, the legacy you'll leave. But there is one catch. You can't get there if you're stuck. Now think of a toxic relationship as a weight that keeps you anchored in place. You might be trying to walk forward, but the drag is so intense, the burden is so heavy that no matter how hard you try, you just can't move with the same freedom and energy. That's what a toxic relationship does. It stifles your progress. Whether it's with a partner, friend, family member, or even a colleague, these relationships often bring more harm than good. They can manipulate your emotions, drag you into constant drama, gaslight you, or make you question your worth and ability. They sap your energy, and more dangerously, they cloud your ability to hear the voice of God clearly. Let's break it down further. Toxicity doesn't just affect your mental state, it affects your spirit. As you're walking through life, striving to fulfill your purpose, your spirit needs to be in alignment with God's will for you. But if you're constantly pouring into someone who doesn't have your best interest at heart, you're spiritually drained. And here's the scary part. A toxic relationship can actually dull your spiritual sensitivity. You may find it harder to hear God's voice, harder to sense the leading of the Holy Spirit because your energy is being hijacked by someone who doesn't understand the value of your assignment. It's like trying to tune into a radio station that's full of static. Something is there, but the signal seems compromised. But let's talk about specifics. How does a toxic relationship delay your God-given assignment? Number one, emotional and mental drain. The energy it takes to navigate a toxic relationship can leave you mentally exhausted. When you're constantly dealing with emotional manipulation, lies, or drama, you have less energy to devote to the things that matter most, like pursuing your dreams, working on your goals, and fulfilling your calling. Your focus becomes fragmented and your purpose takes a backseat. Number two, self-doubt. Toxic people are experts at planting seeds of self-doubt. They may make you feel like you're not good enough, capable enough, or worthy of your calling. Over time, you start questioning yourself. And when you doubt yourself, you begin doubting God's plans for you. That's a dangerous place to be because doubt delays destiny. Number three, distraction from your purpose. You see, these relationships distract you from your assignment. Instead of stepping into your calling, you're stuck. You're stuck putting out fires and dealing with unnecessary conflict. Your precious time, which should be spent on nurturing your vision, is being drained by a toxic person who doesn't even realize or care that they are impeding your progress. Number five, spiritual stagnation. It's hard to grow spiritually when you're constantly around negativity or toxicity. Instead of elevating your spiritual awareness and connection with God, you're bogged down by hurtful words, manipulative behavior, and deceit. God can't move in you and through you if your heart is filled with bitterness, unforgiveness, or emotional chaos caused by toxic influences. Let me be clear. Not every relationship in your life is meant to stay. This is a difficult but necessary truth. It's painful to walk away from people you love, but staying in a toxic relationship because of obligation, guilt, or fear of being alone only keeps you stuck. The longer you stay, the longer you delay your divine assignment. And if you've been in a toxic relationship for a long time, you might feel like you've invested so much to walk away. But let me challenge that belief. You can't afford to stay in a place that stifles your purpose, even if it means walking away from a relationship that's been a part of your life for years. Okay. You have the power to change your course. You have the authority to say enough is enough and step away from relationships that are hindering your progress. You don't have to stay stuck. You have the ability to refocus, to realign your life, and to get back on track with God's plan for you. It starts with setting boundaries, emotional, spiritual, and physical boundaries. It's about choosing yourself, your peace, and your purpose over anything else. It's about understanding that God has greater things for you, but sometimes you have to make a painful choice to walk away from people who aren't meant to go with you on the journey. When you let go of toxic relationships, you free up emotional and spiritual space to fully pursue your purpose. The weight is lifted and you can finally run the race that's been set before you. It's time to reclaim your God-given assignment with clarity, energy, and focus. You might be thinking, how do I know if a relationship is toxic? Trust me, you already know the answer. If it drains you, if it leaves you doubting yourself, if it leaves you in a state of confusion or emotional turmoil, then it's toxic. I want you to remember this. You were created for something incredible. God has a plan for you that's too big to be delayed by negative, draining relationships. You are worthy of love, peace, and purpose. You are capable of achieving all that God has destined for you, but you must be willing to let go of what's holding you back. So let me ask you, are you ready to step into your destiny? Are you ready to let go of the relationships that have been keeping you stuck? I'm telling you, it's worth it. Your future is calling. The assignment God has for you is waiting for you to step into it. The question is, will you answer? God bless you.